Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. And I am doing incredibly well. I hope you all are also thriving in this AI marketing world. So today I want to discuss with you all about generative engine optimization. So what we have done for one of our fintech clients and how we were able to bring them some solid results. And when I'm saying solid results, it's not just the air visibility through generative engine optimization, but actual leads. So let me start with something that might hit a little close to home. So let's say right now, somewhere out there, there's someone with the exact problem your product solve is searching. And no, not on Google anymore. They are just opening up ChatGPT or Perplexity or Gemini, and they're going like, "Hey, what's the best tool for this?" And well, here's what scared me a little. If your content isn't built for these AI tools, your name just doesn't come up. The AI hands them to somebody else, and just like that, you've lost a customer you don't even know was looking for you. So, see, this was the exact thing we were missing on even while we were doing everything else right for this one of our fintech client. On paper, everything looked great. Traffic was steady, rankings were solid, nothing looked broken. But the second we check how they were showing up inside these AI tools, nothing. They are all basically invisible. And there was barely any AI traffic. They are not even showing up in Google AI answers. Um, the AI is not even picking them. So, see, this client, it's a fast growing B2B business. They are offering a B2B financing platform, and it was backed by over $400 million. What they are doing is they are helping SaaS businesses get paid upfront. Of course, it's a serious business and a trusted one, but the AI just couldn't see any of that. And then we try to analyze what's missing. So it was because their signals all over the web were weak and kind of scattered. Now, so we rolled our sleeves and decided to fix the foundation. And okay, so it all came down to one simple idea, which is AI picks the content it can easily read, trust, and pull from. So we rewrote their blogs so AI can actually make sense of them. And how we go about it? So first, we added clean summaries, those TLDRs at the very beginning of sections, to give AI boards the idea like what this piece is all about. Then, what else we have done? We added real authors who actually know their stuff. And what after that? We added FAQs. Then question and answer style of writing is something we you know tried for this client, the way people actually talk to ChatGPT. Um and it's not limited to that. We also try to strengthen the entity and how exactly by try to earn solid backlinks for places like let's say TechCrunch, G2. And we, of course, after that, we built proper Wikipedia page for them. Um, Not just that, we added a little those llm.txt file that basically tell the AI crawlers that, hey, read this first. These are our important pages. Um, so after that, we try to be consistent with these things, and we also decided to publish four really solid um, pieces every single month, like not loading the whole website with clutter, but four pieces in a month. and quality ones. And honestly, for a while, there you're just waiting. You are doing everything, and but you don't know, like, is it even working? And we were at the same situation, and then it all hit. AI referrals, our AI referrals doubled. The traffic which is coming through AI tools, it doubled. And we are also started featuring on AI overviews. Um, and let me tell you, Google AI answers started featuring them 315% more. And some of the blogs which were nowhere, they are also started ranking on first page of Google. And the best part, qualified leads jumped 300%. And let me tell you, these weren't just random clicks. These were real buyers asking the right question, ready to actually talk and purchase the product or the offering or the platform. And that's the moment that makes it all worth it. When all that works finally turns into real pipeline that client can actually feel. And none of this was luck, let me tell you. Everything I just walked you through came out of a framework we have built and lean on at Concurate. We call it the perfect match framework. It's basically the exact system we use to get AI engines to understand a brand, trust it, and actually recommend it when your buyers come asking. So we use this framework for our clients, um, and can also see such kind of results in all our other clients also. This right here is the kind of win we live for. When the way people search changes, we don't sit around waiting. We move first. So our clients stay visible right where their buyers are looking. And now, if you want that kind of growth and you want your brand to be the one that AI actually recommends, let's talk. And I'm adding the link below from where you can book your calendar and have a strategy discussion with Concurate. Of course, if you are interested to read this read this case study, I'm also adding the link in the comments down below. You can check that out. Uh, so, yeah, that's all for today. Bye bye. See you again soon.